So in the last video, we have discussed about what is the importance of programming language in the applications building. So we can build applications by using .NET, and by using the C# programming language, we can able to write the code for the application, right? So first of all, after opening the Visual Studio, after installing the Visual Studio, we are going to create project, right? So already I have shown how to create the console application project, okay? So then, if you follow that particular video, you can able to create that particular project, right? So after creating the project, so a program file will be opened, means a project will be opened, and one CS file, means C# file will get opened with the name program.cs. So .cs is the extension for the C# files, C# programming files. Now in this particular file, C# program will be there. So already this particular file will get opened in the Visual Studio. Then you can able to see this type of default code, right? So this type of default code will be present. So here, this type of default code will be present. So you can able to observe this code by default. Using is the keyword. Using is the keyword. So C#, every programming language will have some set of keywords which are meant to do a specific task in your program, right? So then every programming language, if you consider C language or C++ or Java, Python, whatever the programming language, keywords are there. So we are going to use the keywords to perform specific task in our program. Okay then. So using is a keyword. Then what is system? System is the already predefined namespace. Predefined namespace. Then after that, namespace is also a keyword. Here in our program, we are going to create a namespace for our program. The name of our namespace is console app1. Okay then. So by default, this name will be taken from the project name, right? And after that, internal is also a keyword. This is also a keyword. Internal is also a keyword, right? And then class, it is also a keyword. And then here, the name of the class is the program. If you want, you can able to change this namespace name or the class name also. Okay, but we will go with the default names here. This is the name of the class program. And then after that, inside of the class, this is the opening and closing. Opening the body of the class, closing of the body of the class. So inside of the class, we can able to create fields. Inside of the class, we can able to create fields. We can able to create methods, right? So then what are fields, what are methods, we are going to discuss it in the upcoming course section. Okay then. So here by default you can able to see such a kind of a default starting method, right? A default method will be available, so which is the entry point into your program. So generally from where your compiler will start execution of your C# program means from this starting method, which is start point of your program. Start point or entry point, we can call it as entry point of your program. Okay, for every file program.cs, right? So every file will contain only one method. It should contain only one main method. And observe, the name of the main method should be like this only. M should be capital. After that, the upcoming letters should be small only, right? So this is the default name for the main method in your program. Every program will contain only one main method, because this is the entry point where compiler starts executing your program is from this point onwards. Entry point of your program. Okay, execution starting point. And then after that, see, void is also a keyword. Static is also a keyword, right? So static, void, main. So what these keywords are going to do, we will discuss it in the upcoming section. Okay, so let us execute hello world program with this particular code. Okay, so now what we are going to write? We are going to write hello world program. We are going to print hello world onto the console or command prompt. Okay, now with this now. So what we need to use, how to print data onto the console, right, by executing the program. Now, so under this system namespace, we have predefined classes. One such type of class is console. Console is a class which is predefined inside of the system namespace. And then inside of this class, one method is there which is writeLine. So this is the method. W should be capital, L should be capital, because C# is the case sensitive programming language. What is the use of writeLine method? So writeLine method will write the data which you pass into the method. Okay. So writeLine is a method. So every method will consist of this opening parenthesis, close parenthesis. So here inside of this opening and close parenthesis, you need to pass the data which you want to print onto the console. So simply console is the command prompt of your Windows operating system. If you consider Linux, it is called as terminal. Okay. So console is the command prompt. So on the command prompt, we are going to print something, right? So writeLine method will write the data where? On the console, right? So console is a class which will perform this particular method or executes the method under this class. This class is under this namespace. Like that, system namespace contain some different classes also. Convert is also a class under the system namespace. Okay, right. So our aim is to print hello world on the screen. Okay. So double quotes, hello world, end the double quote, and each and every statement in the C# should get end with the semicolon. Okay then. After that, so hello world is a string data. Compulsory strings will be created in C# by using double quotes. Start double quote, end double quote. Now this data is called as a string data. So what kind of data you are going to print on the console? String data. Okay then. After printing, so this is the code which will works fine. When you execute your program, command prompt will get opened. On the command prompt, this data will get printed, but command prompt will not wait anymore, right? So because whenever compiler enters into the main method, this is the starting point, entry point of your program. So this command will get executed first. Whenever this command executed, hello world will get print on the screen, means on the command prompt. But is there any other statement to execute after this? There are no statements. So this is the end of the method and this is the end of the program, right? So now your program get ends, your command prompt will also get closes. You cannot able to observe the data which is getting printed on the console. So to keep the command prompt in the waiting state, so you can use one more method actually, which is inside of the console class, console dot. You can use read line method. Okay, what is the purpose of this read line method is, so for example, if you consider ATM machine, right? When you want to do a transaction, so what we will do first? So we will insert the ATM card, and after that it will read the details, and after that it will ask you to enter your password, right? So enter your password, that is the data, means text which is getting printed on the screen. Okay, now what you are going to do next? You are going to enter the data. Now the program inside of that machine is going to read the data which is entered by you or which is entered by the user, right? So then here also the same thing. So I wanted to get some data, I wanted to read some data which is entered by the user, right? So such a method is readLine. So readLine method will reads the data which is entered by the user in the command prompt, right? So but now we are not going to do any kind of thing by reading the data from the user. Actually, after taking the data from the user, with that data we are going to perform some kind of operations in our program, but this time we are not going to do anything. That because our aim is to simply observe hello world, whether this text got printed on the screen or not. So that's why we are keeping the command prompt in the waiting state. Okay, so then if you execute this program, you can able to observe this data getting printed on the console or on the command prompt, and we can able to observe the cursor which will blinks after printing of this text. In the next line, the cursor will wait. What it is waiting for? It is waiting for user data, user input. So whenever user types any data and when he hits enter, then your read line method is going to take the data and but this is the end of your program. So there is no further statement, right? So then your program will get ends here. Whenever you hit enter, if you type data without typing data also, simply if you hit enter, your command prompt is going to get closed because this is the end of the program, right? So all of you try to execute this one. We will continue in the next session.